successful. My monthly revenue was very inconsistent. I would have months where I was earning 3,500, and then other months where it would shoot up and I would maybe even do as much as 15,000. But since working with Lauren and putting systems into place, I'm finding that my revenue is a lot more consistent and a lot more predictable. I'm easily doing at least a minimum of 15,000 every single month confidently, but some months is obviously higher than that. And I literally just followed the system, recreated my program almost, then also having the sales structure of how to articulate and ask the questions during a sales call to help a person come to a decision. We very quickly were able to, within the space of 6 weeks, bring in £60,000 revenue. And I've never done that before in this business. So it's all as a result of putting in the time and following the system and all the support that I've had. And I'm very, very happy with what I've achieved today. In terms of my experience, obviously I'm an energy healer and I believe in energy, and everything really is energy. And one of the greatest things that I found is not only is there exceptional amounts of knowledge and incredible systems and steps that you just follow, you know, there's no questions around it, you just follow the steps. But it's the energy of teachers and coaches, as well as the energy of the clients. I've noticed they don't just take anybody on. I have got a group of peers around me that some of those peers are earning, I would say, at least, 20 times what I'm earning. And I'm watching them knowing that that is where I'm going, because when I speak to them about my challenges, they're right there reminding me, Mina, I felt exactly like you felt, and this is what I found. And that support is just unbelievable. The quality and the caliber of people that they take on board, they don't just take anyone. Everybody's got very high energy. They're all working in fields that are really making a difference in the world. And that was one of the things that I wasn't aware of I was going to get, but actually has been so valuable to me. My business was going okay, but I felt quite stuck about how am I going to start serving more clients, and how can I take the knowledge that I've got and really get it out there so it reaches more people, and how do I communicate exactly what I do to reach a wider audience. The motivation for enrolling was really how I felt connected with Lauren and her message. Also Lauren's struggle. She's very open about where she's been on her entrepreneurial journey, which made me, I really identified with that, because having had multiple businesses resonate with the problems that Lauren had been through and what she'd overcome, and the way that she articulates that message. I also found very valuable was the amount of processes and systems, just even in the posts, that you could use, pick up and notice that you get a result straight away. And it just made me feel a little bit like, oh my gosh, if I can get this free, imagine if I actually worked with them and had a team behind me, and that could help me and support me and grow my business. I just had absolutely every confidence that the right business for me, the right company to join. And there was one other thing, the testimonials and hearing other people's stories of what they were stuck with. So just people like me, and seeing them really sort of start flying with the systems and processes. It doesn't mean that it's going to work overnight for everybody, because everyone starts in a different place. But I've certainly seen at least 160% growth in my overall turnover. We're just getting started, so I'm really happy, and I'm staying put because it works. I wasn't very good at helping people make the decision whether I was the right person to work with. So I found that by understanding the sales structure, really being able to articulate and pull out of a person the problems and the patterns that they were having, by using Lauren's system, it made it so much easier for a potential client to come to the decision if I was the right person to work for them, rather than me feeling like I was pushing or pulling. There's just a fantastic system, a system called Perfect, especially even before we get to that process of helping me identify, is this person right for me, and then helping the person that you're speaking to and the potential client identify if actually I'm the right person for them. I would describe the support that I've had to be second to none, really. Everything that I need at any moment is always available to me, whether that's just being reminded and pointed in the right direction on exactly what I should be working on next. A peer that you need support from, who can actually just keep you cheering you on and keep you going. That's been actually really, really incredible, because even when I might be feeling a bit distracted, it keeps me on track to remember, oh gosh, my peers have got it, so come on, I need to get back on track. There's always someone available to ask a question to. The team are absolutely fantastic, so knowledgeable. It's not necessary that you need to speak to Lauren all the time at all, because the team are just, they know my business better than I do. And that's what's given me so much more confidence about, even when I'm feeling that I'm struggling or challenged, I know there's somebody who already knows exactly what I'm going through, and can articulate it for me. So it keeps me confident moving forward through the challenging time that is trying to scale your business. The social media scaling system is very sophisticated. The team give you exactly what you need to post on your socials. Obviously, initially I didn't understand what I was posting and why I was doing it, and suddenly I was becoming completely inundated with new inquiries, and all it was understanding how to word things and how to really articulate what your offer is. As a result, I've built up a small community quite quickly of 250 people that regularly join my monthly free live calls. I have consistently between 50 to 80 people join live every single month. In addition to that, I know we have at least 20 to 30 that are watching the replays, because we're constantly getting feedback about how valuable and what we're supplying is. And even though some of those people aren't quite ready to join us because they're not at that stage yet, the great thing about it is they're consistently moving forward, understanding the process and the systems that we have. And as a result of staying on track with this and doing this work, I'm starting to see people actually coming back in and around again, saying, I'm ready to move forward now. What do you offer me? Because even when you're going through it, it can be quite nerve-wracking, because you're thinking, oh, nothing's working. But it is working, because you've got to build the relationship and that build the trust and the loyalty that you're going to show up, and what you supply is so valuable. There's a lot of talent out there. There's a lot of very skilled people who have a real magic inside of them, but they don't know how to communicate the message. They don't know how to formulate an offer. We have no idea about, are we pricing too much? Where are we positioned? One of the greatest things, a real systematic, structured way of actually articulating what I do and getting that message out there, so that people can really understand what I do clearly without me having to sort of get lost in the noise of what everybody else is offering. So it's really helped me just narrow down, focus on what I do, what I offer. I come from a business background, have had multiple businesses, and have had a real love and desire for energy and working with energy healing. But what I realize now, as a result of the work that we've done, is I've built a methodical, systematic way of using energy to really cleanse and clear consistently and efficiently things that we've been through from our past, from our childhood all the way up to now. And as a result, our clients go on to double and triple their incomes just very easily. They go on to really connect with their inner purpose and who they are. And I absolutely love this work, because as a result of working with our clients, they go on to help many, many other people do using their skills and their talents.